Hello everyone, FedEx Gaming here, and welcome back to another Redstone tutorial. In this video, I'm showing you how to build a working safe inside of Minecraft. Now, this does not work on Pocket Edition. This design doesn't work on Pocket Edition. Not saying that I can't make it work in Pocket Edition, but if you build this exact design on Pocket Edition, it will not work. So just giving a heads up now, don't build this design on Pocket Edition, or you'll be upset because you're going to build the whole thing and it's not going to work. Now, my code to get inside my safe is 2637. If I put in any other numbers, will not work. If I just spin it around a bunch, it will not open up my safe combination. So I'm going to go ahead and put in 2637. Now, I wanted to make this thing where you have to put it in at a good speed. You cannot stop halfway in. I wanted it to kind of be like a safe where you actually spin the little spindle thingy, and you have to do it at a good speed to open it up. So here we go. So we're going to go ahead and put in 2. Then we're going to wrap it all the way around to 6. Wrap it all the way down to 3. And then wrap it all the way back over to 7. And now my safe should open up, letting me inside the chest. Inside my chest, I have diamonds, emeralds, and of course, my wooden shovel. And many of you probably won't get that unless you watch my whole battle minigame series. And now to close it up, it's very simple. Just click off your non-number. So there we go. Boop. And it will close up our safe. Boop. There we go. And now our safe is locked. Now, like I said, I can't put in any random numbers or it won't work. So I can't put it, let's say, in 2, then wrap it around to 6, and then go ahead and put it at 8, and then go all the way over to 4. As you can see, nothing will happen. I have to put in my number, and I can't just keep wrapping it around, spinning it, and spinning it, and spinning it, and spinning it, and spinning it even faster, and faster, and faster. It will not work. I have to put in the correct combination. Now, I also made it so you have to put it in at a good speed. You can't go like this. You can't go like this. Ready? You can't go 2, 6, 3, 7, like that, or it will not open up. You have to put it in at a good speed. So you have to go 2, 6, 3, 7, and the safe will open up. Now, also, you can change the number. You don't have to use 2637. I'm going to show it when we're building it, how you could set up your own specific number. You can add more to it. You can add less to it. I recommend just sticking around 3 to 4. 3 to 4 should be fine. I've never really seen a safe with more than usually 3 to 4 numbers on it. So let's go ahead and start building this thing. Well, actually, let's quickly go ahead and look at the redstone before we start building this thing. So right up here is the redstone, and I'm actually pretty happy about this. I compacted it down a lot. It might look big to some of you, but this thing was compacted down a lot. It went out there a little more, went out that way a little more. I got this thing compacted down pretty well. Now, basically what this thing is an item selector, kind of like an item frame selector where it goes through 8 numbers, hooked to a 9-button combination lock. Of course, I had to change up the item frame selector because those ones, like older and easier ones, don't work with this thing. So I changed it up a bunch to make it work. So let's go ahead and start building this thing. And also, guys, you don't have to hook this thing up to a safe. You can hook it up to a door. You can hook it up to whatever you'd like. Right here is the output for it. So if I want to hook it into a Jeb door or something like that, I absolutely can. But of course, I wanted to just keep the safe motion with just having a chest there to keep all your goodies inside of it. So let's go ahead and start building this thing. All right, guys, so for this build, you're going to need a 15 by 10 spacing. And that redstone clay block right down there is the exact spot in where your safe is going to be going. Now, I normally don't do this, but I'm going to be digging this out with you while we're building. It'll just make it a lot easier so I don't have to like say, oh, dig out 3 here, dig out 2 here, because there's different parts where you have to dig down a little bit more than the others. So we're going to need a 15 by 10 spacing. Now, the resources, yes, I'm giving you a resource list for this. This is the exact one that I built. If you're going to add less numbers, you're going to need less resources. If you're going to need to add more numbers, you're going to need more. But this is for the exact one that I did. We are going to need 13 sticky pistons, 1 piston, 58 repeaters, 9 redstone comparators, 19 redstone torches, 55 redstone, 8 cauldrons with water in them, 1 item frame, and 1 chest. All right, guys, so once you have your 15 by 10 spacing and you got all your resources, come to the bottom left-hand corner, and we're going to go ahead and place in our safe first. So count over 1 block and 1 block down and place in a black stained clay block or whatever color you want to make your safe. And then next up, what we're going to do is we're going to take out an item frame really quickly. So go ahead and just take out 1 item frame and place it on the front of your safe. And then inside your item frame, place in 1 redstone torch. Now, what we're going to start off by doing first is pretty much the whole selector for the item frame. So it goes through 1 through 8, and that's going to be our numbers for the whole thing. So it's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then back to 1. So to get started up on the redstone, we're going to come right behind the block with the item frame on it, which is going to be our safe, and we're going to place a redstone comparator coming out the back of it. Next up, we're going to place a block in front of that redstone comparator like this. And we're basically going to count down that way 8 blocks digging down 2. So we're going to go that way and we're going to dig down 2. So 1, 2, and do that 8 times. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And that should end up at the end of our line right there. Next up, what you're going to do is dig out that way, right next to it, 1 time all the way down. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Do not dig down 2 there. Next up, we're going to do is place redstone off the back of these blocks over here. So place redstone down on all the blocks you just dug out. And now coming out of the blocks with the redstone, we're going to go ahead and place repeaters going that way on 1 tick delay. Now, right in front of these repeaters, we're going to dig down 2 yet again. So 1, 2, 1, 2, and just dig that all the way down in front of every single one of your repeaters. Then in front of the repeaters, place in yet again another set of repeaters on 1 tick delay. Now we're going to come right above the first row of repeaters with blocks and place blocks right above them so you can no longer see them. And then place redstone along all of these blocks. Next up, go ahead and take out your redstone torches, and then off the side of the blocks with the redstone on top of them, we're going to place down our redstone torches. Break down a block in front of our redstone torches. With repeaters coming out of your redstone torches, set to 2 ticks delay. So that's 1 tick, and that's 2 ticks. So do 2 ticks for every single one. So now what we're going to do is dig down 2 in front of every one of these repeaters. So 1, 2, 1, 2, all the way down in front of every single one of these repeaters. Guys, it's very easy to do. As long as you follow along, we should be absolutely fine. Then in front of every one of these 2 tick delay repeaters right here, we're going to place in a sticky piston facing upwards. So go ahead and place your sticky pistons facing upwards. Next up, take out your cauldrons and place your cauldrons right along all your sticky pistons. And then make sure you fill them in with water. We need water inside these cauldrons or it will not work. So that's going to be our whole pretty much item frame selector. So if I go ahead and go bloop, as you see, it'll go to that one. Then it'll go to the next one. Then to the next one. Then to the next one. And then so on and so forth all the way down to the end. And then it's going to come right back over to there. So as you can see, if I go like this, it'll go through every single one. Let's go ahead and just leave it on the first one right there. That means it's in the first section. So that's going to be number 1. That's number 1 right there. Now what we're going to do is coming out of every one of these cauldrons, we're going to place a redstone comparator. So dig down a block in front of your cauldrons, 1, and go down the entire row. Guys, this is pretty much it. We're going to be digging down, going that way with a lot of things. And then we're going to place comparators coming out of it. As you can see, that comparator came on. Now it's actually time where we're going to be setting in where the numbers go. So I'm going to quickly go ahead and just change up my color real quickly. Let's go ahead and use pink. So I'm going to go ahead and quickly change the blocks right in front of my comparators. You can go ahead and do this too. I actually highly recommend doing it so you kind of remember where you're going to be placing in your numbers. So this is actually going to be the last number of our safe system. So if you remember, my last number was 7. So this right here would be 7. Now what we're going to do is skip over, dig down blocks right in front of this line, and then we're going to place repeaters coming out of the block going that way. Now this line right here is going to be the 3rd to last number, or it just really depends on how many numbers you're actually going to be putting in. But that's going to be 2 numbers right there for my safe. And then I'm going to go ahead and dig out another one to make it 3 numbers. And then I'm going to do it one more time just for 4 numbers. I'm quickly just changing these colors over so you can see, hey, look, there's now 3 numbers for my safe. And now last but not least, we're going to go ahead and add in number 4. Boop, 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 and boop. And then we're going to go ahead and add in number 4 right here. So there is all 4 numbers for my safe. Now this is how it works. The back one is the first number. Back one's first number, then the second number, 3rd number, 4th number, and then of course it will open up our little secret chest area. Now I'm going to be doing 2, 6, 3, 7 like I did over there in the showcase of it, but you can go ahead and change it up to whatever you like. Now to pretty much pick whichever one you want, all you have to do is just cycle through it and pick the ones that have the cauldron. Now this, remember, the first number's back there. We're going to do the first number first, so I want mine to be number 2. So I'm going to switch this over to number 2. As you can see, the cauldron came down right here, activated all these repeaters right here, and I'm going to place a redstone torch right here on top of that block. And now I'm going to go ahead and pick number 6. So there's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So come over here, find where your cauldron's activating your redstone line, and then on the second line we're going to go ahead and place in our redstone torch. Now like I said, you can add in any number, do whatever number you want. You don't have to do 2, 6, 3, 7. This is just the number I'm doing. So let's say you wanted to do 1. If we go back here to 1, that means we would have to place a redstone torch here instead of placing it somewhere else. If you wanted to do, let's say 2 again, you do 2 here. This is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You can pick whatever numbers you want. So right now I have 2, 6. Now I need to go to 3. So there's 3. So I'm going to come back over here, find my line. Here's my third number and place a redstone torch here. So 2, 6, 3. And then last but not least, we're going to wrap this back around to number 7. And number 7's right over here. Place my redstone torch off here. So now I have 2, 6, 3, 7. Perfect. Now what we're going to go ahead and do is take blocks right above our redstone torches, and we're going to bring it all the way down until we reach right here on that block. So we're going to come all the way down and stop right here until we reach this block. And we're going to do that on every single one. We're going to come all the way down until we reach right there. Come all the way down from here and reach right here. And then come right here until we reach right down from here. Now, actually, there is something a little bit different. If you decide to choose number 1, then you will not be putting a redstone torch there. If you choose 1, you're going to be putting a piece of redstone dust instead. So any line, any one of these ones right here, here, and here, it's going to be a speck of redstone dust with a block next to it like that. So you're going to have a speck of redstone dust next to a block for any part of number 1 right here. But for every other one, we're going to need a redstone torch on top of the block. So actually, I don't remember my number right here that I broke. Let's go back to 2. And now, bloop, there we go. So I'm going to go ahead and put my redstone torch back. So just remember that, guys, on the first one, if you're going to be putting anything on the first one, make sure you change it up with a piece of redstone instead of a torch. Now, right above every single one of our redstone torches that we have, we're going to go ahead and place another redstone torch. So one here, one here, one here, one here. And as you see, they all went off except for that one because this one's activated right now. And then we're just going to take our redstone and bring that all the way down to the end. Bring it all the way down to the end of the build to like that. There we go. So there is 2, 6, 3, and number 7. Now in front of every single one of these, we're going to place a sticky piston facing upwards like this. And then we're going to place a block on top of our sticky pistons. As you can see, this one is still activated right now. Now starting from the furthest sticky piston over here, we're going to come out 2 blocks. 1, 2. And now in between them, we're going to place a block. And we're going to come out a block over here as well just for now. Next up, go ahead and swing back all the way over here to the furthest sticky piston, and then off this second block, we're going to place a redstone torch, place a repeater coming out of it, and set that repeater to 4 ticks delay. And now on every single block in between our sticky pistons, we're going to place repeaters going that way on 4 ticks delay. So 4 tick, 4 tick, 4 tick, and 4 tick. And then off of this one, we can go ahead and place a piece of redstone like that. And that's pretty much going to be our input for our build. So if I went ahead and put in 2, so 2 is already activated. And then I went over to 6. So bloop, there goes 6. And then all the way over to 3. There goes 3. And then all the way to 7. And boop, there goes 7. And there is everything activated. And that means my chest would have opened up right here. Just make sure that it resets every time we put one of the wrong numbers in or put it in the wrong direction. So what we're going to do is come all the way back here to the end of the build. And what I want you to do is dig out every spot that doesn't have a redstone torch on it. So right here, there's no redstone torch, so I'm going to break this block. There's 2 redstone torches here, so I will not break these 2 blocks. Right here has no redstone torch, so I'm going to break this block. This block has no redstone torch. These 2 have redstone torches, and this one does not. Now, if you are using the first number and you have a piece of redstone there, just treat it as one of the torches and just don't break the block. Now, coming out of every block we just broke, we're going to place in yet again another repeater going this way. And now all we have to do is hook up all these repeaters going into that redstone torch right there. So what I like to do is just change up the color in front of them really fast. Let's go and change up all these colors. And then what we're going to do is pretty much just bring this line down like this. And then we're going to hook this all together with redstone going into the side of the block that has that redstone torch. So just bring down your redstone, hook it into all these repeaters. Now right here, as you can see, this repeater, it can't hook to this redstone. So it's very simple to easily get past this. All we have to do is break this block, break it down a block. And I'm going to go ahead and switch the color real quick, place a piece of redstone here. Go ahead and take out a slab. So we're going to need a slab. I'm going to place a slab right here upside down like that. So let's say this is the only one that you're going to need to, change it to a slab. This is the only one that you will ever need to change to a slab no matter what. If you're not using number 1, this is the only one that should ever have a slab. Everything else should fit in perfectly. And then that means like with this one as well, like since we have the slab already there for number 1, if I went ahead and put a repeater right there, it would just hook into that redstone right there. But now our whole reset thing should be hooked up. So if I put in any number that is not mine, it should just reset it. So if I went to 8, boop, as you can see, boom, it will reset the entire thing. So let's go ahead and put it in again. Let's go ahead and test everything out. So we're going to go ahead and put in 2 or whatever number yours. Just put in your first number. And then we're going to go ahead and put in our second number. So mine's 6. And then I'm going to go ahead and put in my third number, which is 3. And then I'm going to go ahead and put in my last number, which is 7. And there it is. That means my chest has just opened up in front of my safe. And then, of course, to just go ahead and reset everything, Just pick a number that is not part of your code, and it will reset everything. Now, all that's left to do is actually add in our safe. But like I said, if you don't want to hook this to a safe and you want to hook this to a Jeb door or something, go right ahead. You can open up a secret room with it. You can, like I said, have the safe. I'm just going to go ahead with the safe because that's the video. So to hook up our chest for our safe, what we're going to do is come back over here to this little bead of line that we have. I'm going to come down a block like this. Boop, boop, like that. And then we're going to place another piece of redstone here with a redstone torch off of the side of it. Then right underneath your redstone torch, we're going to place a block with a piece of redstone on top of it. The redstone should come on. Break the block next to it that has the redstone on it, and place a repeater coming out of that block going towards the front of your build on 1 tick delay. Now you're going to have to change the block right here. This is going to be your flooring block of choice. I'm going to be using dark oak wood planks. So break down 2 blocks right here, 1, 2, and place a piece of redstone down right here with a block right above it like this. Next up, we're going to break out these 2 blocks by digging down 2. So 1, 2, 1, 2. And we're going to hook the redstone like that. And as you can see, it's all hooked together in this nice little hook motion right here. Now, right in front of our safe, we're going to dig down 3 blocks. 1, 2, 3. Place in a sticky piston with your block of choice on top of it. Mine's going to be my dark oak wood planks. And that's everything hooked up, guys. So now if I put in 2, and then go ahead and place in 6, then go over to 3, and then swing my way back to 7, it will open up my secret chest area. Now right here, what we're going to do is just dig down 2 blocks, place in our chest, and then of course, if you want to, go ahead and change up all your colors right here so it looks nice. So I'm going to go ahead and quickly change this all to dark oak wood planks like that. So now it looks nice inside there. You could change this one too, but if you change this one right here, if you decide to change this one right here, you're going to have to place that comparator back. So let's say I want to change it, boop, like that. I'm going to have to take that comparator and place it right back here before I go ahead and remove everything. So there we go. Everything is back and hooked up, and there is my little secret chest area. And then of course, to hide it up again, just go over 1 number. It'll reset everything, and boop, it is now hidden once again. And guys, you are done. That is it. That's the entire build. Now there's only actually one more thing we have to do, and that's our distraction piston. Now this is for people that are going to sit there and listen to every little thing you do. Like, so they're going to listen and try to hear every little piston going off and try to hear what your number possibly is. And not a lot of people are going to do that, but we just want to make sure just in case. So what I like to do is add in a little bit of a distraction piston. Now what that is it will just be a piston that does nothing. It goes into nothing, but it just activates every time you flip through any number. Doesn't matter what number it is, it's just going to activate. So people, when they're trying to listen for it, they won't know what's up. So what we're going to basically do is come back over here to our reset. This is where it resets everything. And we're going to dig over 2 blocks, 1, 2. I'm going to dig all the way down until we reach over by our safe. Now what I want you to do is bring a line of redstone from here all the way down. Now you're going to have to add a repeater. And so what I like to do is just add in 1 repeater right here, actually going that way. And we're going to add this going all the way down till it's about, I think that's right, yeah, 2 blocks away from that redstone repeater. And then we're going to place just in a normal piston like that. And as you can see, it activates. Now what that's going to do is just going to activate. It's just going to activate every time you go through any number. So let's say 5 isn't one of my numbers. So boop. And as you can see, it activates. And then if we go over to 6, which is one of my numbers, boom, it goes off. So now it just sounds like it's going with anything. 7's one of my numbers. And then number 8 is not one of my numbers, but boom, see, my piston went off. So you don't know whether or not it's one of someone's numbers. It's just a distraction piston for people that are actually going to sit there and try to figure out your number. Now all we have to do is just clean up the area, guys. And why did I change that off of my block of choice? And there we go. So now all we have to do is just clean up the area. So right here, we're just going to bring a line of blocks going down. This will hide up all of our redstone right back here. And we're going to bring this up so we don't have to see any of the redstone like that. And like I said, you don't have to hook this up to a chest. You can hook it up to whatever you want. You want to hook it up to a Jeb door? Go right ahead. It's completely up to you what you do with this thing. Boop, 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 and boop, 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 boop. So you know what? Actually, let me go ahead quickly. I'll just quickly build a Jeb door just to show you what I mean. So let's say right here we want to build a Jeb door. So I'm going to go 4 pistons like this and 2 forward like that. Then I'm going to skip over a block, place 2 right here, and 4 pistons facing inwards with my block of choice in front of them like that and like that. Now all I have to do is just bring power from over here to over where my Jeb door is. And let's see, is it closed right now? Yes. So we want to make sure that the redstone is on. So to easily make a Jeb door on console or PC, it's very simple. Place blocks like this. Place 2 pieces of redstone along the sides of them. Place a repeater going into them on 2 ticks delay. And then place a redstone right in between them. Now all we have to do is just bring the power from that redstone torch up to this redstone right here. So let's go ahead and I'm going to quickly go ahead and just do something very simple. I'm going to place a repeater going that way with 2 pieces of redstone like that. And I'm just going to bring the power from right there where that redstone torch is. And let's go ahead and just bring it up like that and up and then over 2 here, and then we can go ahead and just add in some redstone going like this, and this will close up my Jeb door. So there's the Jeb door completely closed. Let me go ahead and just add some blocks here so we can't see our little secret Jeb door. There we have it. Hide up all of that redstone. So now if I put in my code, 2, 6, 3, 7, it will actually open up a secret door. See, now we don't have to worry about that chest. You can hook it up to a secret door. And then, of course, if you walk in here and you have it hooked up to a secret door, all you have to do is just add in like a lever right above it right here, just so you can close it from the inside like that. So as you can see, now it's closed from the inside. And then when I want to leave, you know, just flip it up, come on out, flip this over, boom, and it will close up the secret Jeb door. But there you guys have it. That is how you build a working safe inside of Minecraft. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave it a like and subscribe. Stay tuned with my newest videos. All right, guys, peace.